Hello everyone, welcome back to Gent Watches, and today we are going to be continuing with our Ashi. This will be episode 15 of the show. Man, it feels so good to have like a really good two-core anime, doesn't it? Like I just love when there's an anime that's so good and then you're watching episode 13 and then it's like, oh, and this isn't the last one of the season. You've got 12 more weeks of this. It's so good. It's so much fun. So yeah, this show has been fantastic, and today you may notice I'm talking a little quieter and closer to the mic, and it's because I was running some D&D yesterday and I was doing some voices that hurt my voice. So like my voice is fine, I can do anything that I can normally do, but I think it's easier if I just talk at a lower register. So I'm just gonna stay down here as much as I can for this video, but that doesn't mean I'm not excited, because I'm incredibly excited for this episode. Last time we basically got introduced to Takeshima, which is like the other defender, and he's like a really chill guy. I think that's who Takeshima is. He's like a really chill redhead defender who is basically like, hey, just as long as you stick with formation, you can do whatever you want. Like as long as you rotate properly, then you're all good. You know, the shuffle, that's what it's called. As long as you do the shuffle properly, then I don't care what else you do. You can go up there and score goals or whatever. So I think they're probably going to go into him a little bit more maybe in this episode. Regardless, I am excited. I want to see more of him adjusting as a defender. It sounds like a lot of fun. So anyway, if you enjoyed this channel, please make sure to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe. Those things will all really help grow the channel, and growing the channel will make the videos better, I guarantee it. So thank you, and let's get into episode 15 of our Ashi. I was a defender when I started playing soccer, and I kind of liked that about it, that you were so far from everyone and so far from the action, because I sucked and I was a nervous little kid. Trust the process, man. That's a nicely drawn shot. That illustration was great. Man, the visuals of this OP are so good. I just love them. Oh man, that one of Fukuda driving and the like shadow going over his face. Whoa, that was a beautiful shot. I'm still noticing gorgeous shots in this OP. Is he just gonna go up and join the attack? Oh, he's already up. Yeah. So you gotta shuffle. Okay, here we go. This is your job. It's gonna suck to be assigned defending when that's your least favorite part of the game. Huh. Interesting, yeah, what does he mean? Yes, he doesn't. No one behind you. Okay. So I guess you gotta be closer to the middle, because then the goal's in the middle. So even if you're leaving the side open, you can't get back to the goal fast enough. It's hard to check and then also be ready. Damn. Oh, damn. Hey, it's hard. I mean, Coach should have also been teaching you this stuff a bit more, but, you know, it's still practice, so this is part of the experience. Oh, owie. Dude. Okay, what? Oh. Come on, someone speak up to him other than Aoi. Come on. Someone's got to do it. Someone speak up to him. Oh. Man, that was his teammates' chance to stand up for Aoi, and no one did. That's a shame. See, I feel like, you know, the onus is always on Aoi to change, but other people also need to step up and be good teammates. He does. He legitimately does. What is this, ReZero? Oh! Good block. Whoa! Hey! Hey! Oh! I mean, he held him off for a second. Good defending. Nice! Very good job. Well done. Well, that was the ball hitting him in the face. Oh, Otomo. He's kind of like you. Tagashi's picking fights. Oh. He did. So I mean, that means you're not actually hurting anyone's game. So don't feel bad. You gotta get that out of your head. Come on. Is this an awakening? Oh, Eagle Eye! Yes! Oh, nice. Nice kick. He's not even looking where the ball is. He knows where it's going. Oh. Yes. He predicted the flight of the ball, really. Yeah. Oh! Nice. It was a good clear. Oh. Hey, but you cleared the ball. Just needed some practice kicking it upfield. Someone stand up for him. Come on. Come on. Someone other than Aoi, speak up. Good. Tagashi. Yes, good job, Tagashi. Man, this episode's so good. Oh, who's this? He hates him. I like Takashima so far. Yeah, I mean, hey, for a first game. That girl didn't say a damn word, and I really wanted to hear her voice. Of course, I understand when you don't know the other people and you're just standing near your friend or your partner, waiting for them to finish their conversation so you can leave. Dem's the rules. I like how not everyone agrees that he's the best fullback, you know? It's only Fukuda, basically. And maybe Nozomi. Aw, nice. Hey, I mean, if I didn't know any better, I would have said you were a manager. Yeah. She's not just taking a job where she can. What's wrong, dude?
あの視野を生かすため。それは間違いない。
Hmm.
下手でもユースに来れた理由すらそれなんじゃろう。
I mean, yeah, if you can see the entire field, your special vision's gotta be extra useful, wouldn't it?
数名の次の動きを読む。それが
Is that true? Or is that just her assessment of it?
ポジションはトップ下。
I was
せめてボランチ。
thinking
と
that.
にかく中盤。私は全くわからない。
This is so great. Seeing everyone's perspective on this situation.
お前、サッカー好きなんだな。女でこんなこと言うやつ初めて見たぜ。
Aww.
熱い気持ち、いしばし伝わってくるわ。今すでに持って
That's adorable.
そいつは敵も味方
Oh.
も書いてみせた。
特別な人だからこその話で。
Special people.
科学的に動画なんてどうでもいいんだぜ。選手は言葉からいろんなもんにじみ出ちまってるぜ。
She sees it as like calculations, I
あ
feel
くま
like.
で補佐。偉いのは中央。
Hmm.
無意識に決めつけてる。
Interesting.
といねえじゃん。サッカーはもっと自由じゃ。司令塔。
Playmaker. Whoo! Awesome. It is raining so much, it is battering against my windows. So if that is being picked up on the mic, I am sorry. This show is top tier sports anime. I can't believe it. I think this is gonna become one of my favorite sports anime of all time. It is like incredible. Like I leveling with you, I don't like soccer very much, okay? Like in the listings of popular sports that I would like, soccer would be very near the bottom. I played soccer in primary school. I mostly just played it because my best friend at the time played it. And I was really terrible at it. And then I also watched some soccer because those same sorts of groups of friends watched soccer, like the World Cup and stuff. And so I would sometimes go and watch that with them. But generally, every time I watched soccer or played it, I wasn't super into it. And I just assumed that sports weren't for me. Until I grew up a little bit. I eventually started playing basketball. I realized that I loved basketball. And now, you know, as an adult, I play like a lot of games. I play a lot of board games. You can sort of see board games peeking out the corner there. I play a lot of board games. And, you know, a lot of sports are just like physical board games. Pretty much, that's the way that I think about them. And so I really do love sports. Even though I'm not very good at a lot of them, you can see I'm a super skinny guy. But I think they're a lot of fun. But soccer is like one of my least favorite sports. I don't like you know, as a team sport, pretty solid, but sort of, I don't find the individual plays of it as interesting, you know. And yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I don't like about soccer. So, but I'm not using that to trash soccer. I'm using that to respect this show, because this show is making me care a lot about soccer, even though I know that I don't generally care a lot about soccer. And the best shows can do that. Haikyuu got me to actually like go from being completely indifferent about volleyball to absolutely adoring it. And so that's what good shows can do. They can do that for you. Chihaya Fudu took one of the most boring games imaginable and made it the most intense and emotional and exciting sport imaginable. If you haven't seen Chihaya Fudu, it's about a poetry card memory game, essentially, where you have a bunch of cards with poems on them, and then someone will read out the poem, and both players have to try to tap that card as quickly as possible. That's what that sport is. It sounds incredibly boring, but wow, it is an amazing show. So if you haven't seen Chihaya Fudu, I definitely suggest watching that show. That's amazing. But yeah, this show is so good. I said it a few times this episode. I would like Ashito's teammates to speak up for him a bit more. And when I say speak up for him, I mean publicly in front of Ashito, not just like in the background being like, he's a really good player. Oh, did you see that thing he did? He's actually got a lot of potential. Like that sort of stuff, that's all well and good, but I think when there's someone like, what's his name? I forgot the douchebag's name, but the douchebag on the other team, Akutsu, is that it? When he's like antagonizing Aoi, just do what Togashi did. What Togashi did at the end, at the end of part A, it's not like he gave an amazing comeback that just took down Akutsu, and it didn't stop what Akutsu was doing, but what it showed was support for Aoi. That's all you need to do. You don't need to shut the other person down, you just need to show the person who's being put down that, hey, we don't all agree with what he's saying. Because I think that's a very important thing to do as a teammate, just have their back. So I really hope as time goes on, the other teammates start to speak up a little bit. I hope that's something that the writer is considering, because I understand why they might not right now, because they are sort of, they are themselves, they're not a incredibly cohesive team yet, and they're unsure about Aoi's potential on the team, and they doesn't make them bad people, but they even might be feeling like Aoi is kind of holding them back a little bit right now. It feels like every single game he's having to learn more basics, or he's having to relearn things about soccer. It's not Aoi's fault either, because Fukuda is trashing him around the team, like making him do all of the stuff he's not used to constantly, and putting him in basically the worst possible positions for him. So yeah, of course he's gonna be struggling a lot, but it makes him look really bad in front of his teammates. I loved Togashi recognizing Anri's knowledge and passion for soccer. I think that is awesome. The fact that he was just like, hey, I ain't never seen a girl talk about soccer like you're talking about soccer. Like you were serious about this. It's like he turned halfway through. At the very start, he was like, you were just here because you're the daughter of the owner or whatever, and like whatever, you're just gonna cruise through life. And then she started talking about what she was passionate about, and he was like, no, you know what? You're cool. And he even called her miss, just turned to being respectful of her. I think that was very cute. That was a cute moment. And Anri was clearly so excited by that. Like her little hi! It's so cute. I love it. Yeah, so they want to make him a playmaker. So yeah, I think that would make sense, right? If he's at the very back of the field, he has the vision of the entire field. If you're the midfielder, you don't know what the defenders are doing. You can't organize that. If you're at the back of the field, you see everything. Absolutely everything on the field. And with his eagle eyes, he's already got a wide vision. So if he's using that wide vision to look at every single person and be able to see every play that could be made, maybe he could, I don't know how he would use it necessarily, whether it's whether he uses it with his play by getting the ball into a perfect position that forces his teammates into a play, or whether he's actually shouting orders from the back, I don't know, but it's very interesting. I also really like the differing opinions of different people on the team. The way that some people don't quite know if this is the right decision, and some people do. Fukuda is pretty solid in his beliefs, but knows to me what he's doubting. He agrees that it might be the right position for him, but he also wants to take into account the players' feelings behind the situation. And as we've seen, he hates defending, and he loses all motivation when he's defending. So we're just gonna have to see him, I guess, find the joy of defending. I like defending in basketball. I think it's pretty fun. And I originally didn't. I originally felt pretty dumb defending because I was bad at it, and I just felt like all these really good players were destroying me. Once you start to learn the footwork a little bit more, and you start to get blocks or even just great contests where people are just doing really tough shots, feels so good. It feels so good. Just seeing them miss and thinking you might have had anything to do with that. You can take credit for every single miss. It's great. So great episode overall. Anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, if you enjoyed this reaction, please make sure to let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like the video, comment down below suggestions for the channel, and if you liked the episode, all that sort of stuff, and subscribe to the channel. It helps grow the channel, and that will make the videos better, I guarantee you. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.